Hey everybody, welcome to Bunny Data. Tonight we are doing a 10-stack custom lobby in the WeLikeDota guild. If you're not already a listener, check out the WeLikeDota podcast, searchable on iTunes, under WeLikeDota, of course. So all these guys, let's see, Juice, Busby, the Shouting Haitian 12, characters that I can't read. Yeah, I think that's Boy Dark. Tugs McBoat, Karma, Bosanacat, Thinkarm, and Dwarv SC. All members of the WeLikeDota guild. I'm your host for this one, Bunny. And I'll be casting the match.
10 seconds to go.
Just gonna check real quick.
5
Alright,
seconds.
sorry. So it looks like we have Juice captaining one side and Dwarv SC captaining the other. Quick ban on Juggernaut.
Radiance ban.
He's been enjoying a lot of success. In general, ever since, I think 6.83C or something. So, Silencer's out.
Radiance ban.
He's a pretty good ban. And Sniper, which is an interesting one.
Seconds to go. Dyer's pick.
And we've got an Axe ban, which I think in the current meta is a reasonable one. He's just a very aggressive laner and a very aggressive initiator, so I've been enjoying playing him a lot lately, actually. But I think he's a reasonable first ban these days.
10 seconds to go.
Needs assassin.
Oh, there's an interesting pickup, Nyx Assassin. So we should see some interesting gank plays, and he has a good kit for really taking advantage of anybody who's intelligence based with his mana burn and his invisibility. As a first pick, that should preempt a lot of choices and restrict
10 seconds
Radiant
to
from
go.
really picking up hard magical supports that are too squishy.
5 seconds.
Lion.
And just as I say that, they pick up a lion, so... YOLO Lion. And we'll see if he's going to be food for the next assassin, or if he's going to be a strong pickup for him. Lion's actually a pretty strong hero, in my opinion. He has a lot of lockdown. 2 good stuns on 1 hero, and a lot of nuke damage. He's a good support.
5 seconds.
Venomancer.
Dyer's
There's a Veno for some pushing potential.
Templar Assassin.
Dyer's ban.
So Dyer responds with a strong TA for mid. TA is one I've been playing a lot lately too, and he's actually a really strong mid, carries pretty decently as a core into the late game.
Radiance ban.
Interesting that they have a Zeus ban. Not sure what they're afraid of with the Zeus, unless it's to defend the Nyx Assassin pick.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
And a tree ban for Radiant. So my guess for them taking out the anti-push type hero is that they're going to go for a push lineup now. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something like a Death Prophet.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
And in fact, if I were the Dire Captain right now, I'd be thinking to ban Death Prophet. But maybe that's just me. Yeah, Troll Warlord. Sure.
Radiant's ban.
Of course, if they wanted to, they could possibly run the Veno mid. I've seen crazier things. The wards might not be terrible against the
10
Templar
seconds to go.
Assassin's refraction, but hard to say. There's Bristleback.
Radiant's pick. Ten seconds to go.
So I would say Radiant probably picks up an offlaner
5
here.
seconds.
Maybe a...
Reserve time.
Well, actually, for a push lineup, there are a lot of options. Yeah, Broodmother.
Dyer's pick.
It's a pretty strong choice for an offlane, if you want to push. Not my favorite hero in the world, but in the right hands, she can be quite a distraction, quite a split pusher.
10 seconds to go.
Faceless Void.
So a Faceless Void for Dire, which is a very strong carry, of course. Signature Chronospheres coming down. So now we'll see if they try to pick up something. I would expect them to pick up a mid here. And like I said, Death Prophet's still an open
10
option.
seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Imba Spirit.
So they go for their carry pickup, possibly a mid. In the Ember Spirit, I think he's probably more of a carry. I like Ember Spirit a lot. He's actually got a really strong kit if you're used to his abilities, and can use his ultimate to full effect. He has a good stun, as long as you manage the Bola chances, because it hits a random 2 that are somewhat near you. So if you kind of like manage that sort of randomness, such that you're hitting heroes with it rather than just creeps, then he's actually pretty effective.
Radiant's ban.
And a Dazzle pickup for Dire. Interesting.
Ah.
Dyer's ban.
So depending on the type of hat that they have for Nyx Assassin, maybe this is a purple lineup.
10 seconds to
Could
go.
be, you never know. Stranger things have happened in Noobs Ass
5
Noobs,
seconds.
or We Like Dota in general.
Reserve time.
So, Earthshaker ban for the Radiant, which makes me think that Karma wants a Meepo for the last pick, so if I were the Dire Captain right now, I would ban Meepo. Because that's a very suspicious late ban. My guess is right about now they're thinking, how do we counter a Meepo? Nope. They're gonna ban a Lycan. They're looking for the split push. I bet you dollars to donuts it's Meepo right now. I don't even know why they're hesitating.
10 seconds to
And then
go.
it's going to be incumbent on Dyer to try to find an answer for the Meepo.
Reserve time.
Morphling? What is this?
Dire
Oh, you guys juked me. So a Morphling, probably their mid. That's really interesting. Alright then. Morphling's a very strong carry, of course.
10
Tends to
seconds
go mid because Morphling can take advantage of early levels. Kind of item dependent.
Reserve time.
I don't really see Morphling as much of a pusher, so it's. I guess they've abandoned the push strategy that they had in picks 2 and 3.
10 seconds to go.
And a Wraith King. That's an interesting combination. That's a very tough lineup right there. I think somebody would be hard pressed to put enough damage on the 4 visible heroes to take them down, so it's going to be a very difficult lineup to beat in teamfights. Okay, so let's see who's on what. So we have the Shouting Haitian on Nyx Assassin, Busby's on Dazzle, Void Arc is on Faceless Void, the characters that I can't read is on TA, Juice is on Wraith King. On the Radiant side, we have Santa Cat on the Spider, we have Tugs McBoat on Ember Spirit, Fiery Ember Spirit, yes. Dwarf SC is on Morphling, Karma is on Lion, and back at base, Pink Arm is on Veno. Interesting arrangement. And let's see how we're going for laning. Broodmother's going to hard lane. Ember might take mid. Not sure exactly how they're going to lane that. Oh, and looks like we have a deep ward progression from the Broodmother here.
30 seconds to showtime.
Blocking the pull camp effectively here. Dyer is massing for 3 to the top rune. And looks like they're not going to contest the bottom rune. And they are spied out by Tugs over here. So they know they're... And they can probably see all 3 heroes here, so... They know that their Gambit is playing to the top rune pretty heavily.
And they're off.
And they're responding by playing to the bottom rune pretty heavily, so... 1 bounty rune to each side, a fair trade, and no real harass. Now we're off to laning. Wraith and Dazzle in 1 lane, that's going to be a very tanky lane. We've got TA, of course, mid versus Ember Spirit. Nyx Assassin playing deep into the jungle here. A quick spike on the Lion, that's going to be an interesting trade of spikes. And a deep ward from Dyer over here as well. So, overall, trading some deep wards. I would have to say the Radiant got the better end of the warding gambit, based on blocking the pull camp. And we have a defensive tri-lane from Radiant. And already, Ember Spirit and TA are trading a lot of hits. I'm surprised that TA is that low at the moment, since she has Refraction, but my guess is that they decided to just trade a bit. And at the top, of course, we have an invisible, well, somewhat invisible Broodmother, facing off against the Wraith King here. Probably just jockeying for last hits for a while. Venomancer zoning the heroes. Or actually, looks like the creep wave has advanced. They probably need a pull here. Karma's waiting for that. And in the meantime, Dazzle has nothing to pull here because of the blocked camp there. I'm sure he was looking for something to pull. So at this point, he's got the sentry down. And he should probably deward the pull camp. And that's probably what he's going off to do right now. Looking for that right there.
First blood, folks.
Ooh, first blood. I missed first blood. And looks like Wraith King died. Right under my vision, huh? Traded with the Broodmother and her Spiderlings. 3-6, Wraith King actually does not have that much survivability, so my guess is just lost to an exchange there. And Broodmother is leading the last hit chart at 10. Ember Spirit will find an Invis rune. Let's see if they can do something effective with it. Heading back to lane, it looks like. Venno is now trying to zone the Faceless Void. Got a little bit of a movement here from Nyx, but not able to block him in for long, and the creep wave will push toward the Radiant side. So that sentry, pretty key right here in the Broodmother matchup, giving Wraith King the vision advantage. She is so fast through those webs, though. Oh, and it looks like Busby was able to find the Observer Ward there as well. Oh gosh, Busby, run! Run! Oh no! Oh no, the spiders! Oh, the spiders! Oh, but Broodmother is in vision and does get cut down by Wraith King. Good exchange. So the vision definitely pays off there, not letting her get away scot-free. Ember Spirit playing deep against the TA, with TA a little low. And she has no regen, but she has a bottle on Courier. And she's going to need it in a second here. In the meantime, Ember Spirit taking advantage of runes, and he has a bottled bounty rune.
Dyer's mid tower won't last much longer.
They're hanging out here in the woods. They don't know they're directly in vision of this Observer Ward here. Dazzle making the most of the pulls there. It looks like Ember Spirit is winning the mid war. 19 last hits to TA's 11. And looks like Broodmother just got Wraith King again. Let's see if she gets punished for it. Probably not. Dazzle at full health, but and does have vision, but can't really do much right there. And it looks like Broodmother is going to deward the sentry that Dazzle had up in the woods. That's going to be a contest of vision for sure, as it always is with a Broodmother. So it looks like Radiant has the early advantage in the top lane.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
A little bit of an invasion here. Nyx Assassin hunting through the jungle. Caught by Lion with a spike. And there's the return spike. It's a war of spikes. The symmetry in this game, I swear.
Dire's
Looks
mid
like
tower
both Lion
looking
and
ill.
Nyx are back to full health.
Going for broke.
And more kills up top. Look at this. Broodmother trading with the Dazzle and Wraith King. A 2-for-1. Spider's still roaming around, getting some last hits. My guess is Broodmother got the better end of that exchange as well, so... Once again, Radiant sort of in the lead at top lane. And at the moment, what is that? Ember's probably shopping. Oh, and there he goes. Using his Remnant to teleport back from Fountain very quickly and harass at mid lane. And this looks very dangerous for TA. She falls to the Ember Spirit. Well played. Ember Spirit does have Dust now, so I guess he's going to hunt the top lane soon. Interesting. Actually, I wonder why he picked up Dust right now. Probably just for the meld then. Alright. It's actually probably a smart pickup. We have a rotation from Lion. Coming mid. He's in range of the creep, so he showed himself there. Broodmother is currently leading last hits. Those spiderlings, they're tenacious. Just looking for an opportunity to dive. Or take last hits. There you go, getting the range creep.
Somebody's cooking.
Oh, and a kill at mid. Looks like the Lion's rotation did afford a kill on the TA at mid.
Could use a little help.
A bit of a dive under tower, and oh, and look, another dive under tower. Going after the Busby, but he was under Shallow Grave, and looks like that dive will not pay off. Poor Broodmother. We'll probably set her back a little bit.
Dire's
Lion
mid
waiting on
tower's
Roche.
having technical difficulties.
My guess is Ember Spirit's coming for it.
Dire's mid tower
And
won't last much longer.
I wonder if they had vision of that on Dire. I don't think that they did. But it looks like they're leaving, so now we've got Lion back. Stacking camp. Dire playing back a step. Looks like Faceless Void is going to go for the rune.
Time is money.
And Ember Spirit with some illusions, chasing on the TA, getting her with bolas, but cutting her health down quite effectively. But she's going to be able to get away. Looks like she had a haste rune on board. And she's going to rotate top and see if she can help against this Broodmother, looks like. But lacking vision, I think they're going to have trouble with that. They do have some sentries up. And it looks like Broodmother does not know about this sentry right here. Not sure if Broodmother knows about that one either. My guess is no. Very tricky with this impassable movement when she's in her webs.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Good micro control as well.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
It looks like Lion was able to just get the Nyx. That stun kit is very effective. It looks like just needed a Hex for it. Well, I was wrong. Earth Spike as well. Looks like there was a waveform and a Gale thrown in there for good measure. And there's a chase at mid. Faceless Void this time running from the Ember Spirit.
Bottom tower's getting the business.
Broodmother still jockeying for position against the Wraith King at top.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower? Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Both teams have about an equal amount of late game. Looks like Dazzle and Faceless Void are going on the Ember Spirit now. Bolas do find the Faceless Void though. And he's going to get out before that gank can really yield a strong advantage for Dire, so a quick TP takes him to safety. Broodmother and Wraith King still fighting it out. TA now in support of the Wraith King. Let's see if the TA can do anything against him. Probably not a lot to stop this tower push. Oh, but look at that. So many spiderlings died from her side blades. It's actually a pretty good way to get some farm. They do yield a decent amount of gold. But maybe that rotation is an effective counter. Faceless Void now in trouble. That could have been a very dangerous position, actually. I don't know if he had...
Dire best do something
Nope,
about
he did not have Time Walk there. It looks like there's a fight here. Nyx, oh my gosh, that was so much damage on the Veno.
technical difficulties. The Dire went and fortified their structures.
Wow. That mana burn. I think it was the Vendetta plus mana burn, right?
The Dire gave up a bottom tower.
Vendetta, an interesting ability when he pops out of vision. He does so much damage. Lion taking a huge hit from the Wraith King and will fall following the stun. There's a Bola stun in return. Wraith King does have 6. I don't know if he has the mana for it. 160 mana. Yes, he does have just enough mana. He will resurrect. Ember Spirit's now on the run. And we have Broodmother here, looking like she wants him. Oh, and here's Faceless Void, though. That's a big chrono, revealing the Broodmother, and she's stuck. She's gonna fall. Spiderling's not able to harass and return to any major effect, so this means that the Radiant will probably have a chance to take some farm in lane, except we have Lion and Ember coming in. They're going fast for Busby. Looks like they're going to get it too. Big Earth Spike and Hex. Wraith King will fall for the second time. Does not have Resurrect this time, it being on cooldown. And there's a chase trying to find the Faceless Void. His Chrono also on cooldown. He's going to find a Lion. Lion with a finger to lead. And here's a little bit of harassment. And Ember Spirit using his ultimate to get a positional advantage. Good way to body block him. And that will mean a triple kill for Ember Spirit. Very nicely done. Right now, Ember Spirit with a net worth lead. Looks like Radiant in general has a strong net worth lead. Morphling following just behind the Broodmother and Ember Spirit at the top of the charts.
Dire might want to mine the top tower.
My guess is that's going to let them snowball into the mid game here. Faceless Void. I'm walking on the Venomancer. Nyx just barely missing with the spike. And with that, Venomancer will probably just walk away. So rotation on Radiant. Coming toward top. Looks like they want the Broodmother. I don't know if they have vision.
Dire's mid tower
I
won't
don't think so. That's actually a dangerous place for the Morphling to be. I know he can waveform away, but still a little bit scary. Oh, he's got Broodmother there with him. I think he's alright.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help. Dire's structure's looking fortified.
And they'll get the mid tower in just a second. There's a ping on Lion, they're going to go for him. So Dazzle's going to try to harass him a little bit. I don't think that he's in a position to be ganked at the moment. Chrono is up. There's Morphling. He'll eat a trap. He's a little slow, but oh, and there's the Chrono. Looks like they're going to get the line this time.
Structures for now. Dire's lost the top tower.
So a good way to pick off one of the Radiant supports there. Morphling's coming in. There's Ember. Ember diving right into the heart of the enemy there. There's the waveform. Nice way, they chop down two, going after the Faceless Void and the Wraith King. They are cutting off the Wraith King before he can escape. That's 4 dead heroes. Nicely done. And Ember Spirit with the Battle Fury now as well. So a very deep play from Ember Spirit. Quick dive 1v4 initiating, and good follow-up from the rest of the Radiant team. Nyx can't really do much but harass at this point. He's gonna try to throw in a Vendetta hit. Gonna eat a Ember Spirit. Sleight of Fist in return. And Radiant will be able to take the tier 2. Looks like they're going to use a little bit of discretion and take their advantage, shift to a different lane. And Nyx is eating a lot of harassment. Low enough that Broodmother can lay some eggs and take him out. Dire calling to defend the bottom lane tower. It looks like that is where Veno and Ember are going to try to push next. But with a response of 4 heroes, my guess is they're going to have to fade back here. Dangerous spot for Veno. Veno does get caught by a stun. Faceless Void going for the time walk into it. Poison Nova comes out. They do have 3 there. Chronosphere misses. And that's actually a tough place for them to be. That actually did block the Faceless Void into a position where it could be fingered by the Lion. Wraith King fading back. In a tough spot. Ember Spirit's going to dive. Nyx Assassin's in trouble. Shallow Grave on the Wraith King. Was that a Shallow Grave? Interesting. Well, one way or another. 4 dead heroes on the Dire side anyway. And looks like in the meantime, Broodmother's been putting pressure on the mid lane and took down a tower. Going after Rax. Morphling now going after bottom tower as well. Broodmother still going after another hero. They do get a dust off on her. I don't think she has any way of purging it at the moment. She does have a Radiance. Early farm did allow her to pick that up, apparently. TA just looking for opportunities to farm some... Oh, but no, can't get the spiders down before she falls herself. That massive damage. There was a large wave of spiders there. I'm not sure how many spiders Broodmother has at the moment, but it's a lot. Bottom tower taking some creep damage. The wave is pushed all the way up. They do have a sentry down now, but I don't think that's going to help them. Shallow Grave on Dazzle, saving him from immediate death, but he's going to probably fall to the spiders and just... Oh, no. Spiders will fade back. Instead, they are able to pick off the Faceless Void. It's Assassin trying to punish the Ember Spear for diving so hard. I don't think they're going to get him, even though the tower put a shot on him and got him down to a little over 100 health left, I think. So facing off at mid now. Morphling still pushing it. Has a Lincoln Sphere. At the moment, the map really belongs to Radiant. They do have all 3 lanes under control at the moment. Dire seeking castle. Broodmother's going deep. Ember Spirit backing up the dive. Pushing all 3 lanes at once. Lions pushing top lane, Ember Spirit and Broodmother pushing mid. Going on the Dazzle. Oh, the Faceless Void this time. Faceless Void gets the Shallow Grave. Dazzle's on the run. See if they make it back to Fountain in time. No, they do not. I think they were able to punish Lion. Yes, they were able to get Lion at top. But in return, they've lost the Dazzle and the TA. And there's a GG call from Dazzle, and I think that was probably the right time to call it. Too much pressure in all 3 lanes, and Radiant really taking advantage of a strong early game. Ooh, big chrono! Catches 2 because the Morphling walks in. No, 3, right? He had the Veno there as well. Moral victory goes out to Faceless Void. Once again, a GG call. And that's going to be the game. Good game, guys. Well played to everybody. And for everyone else, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Once again, check out WeLikeDota. Look them up on iTunes. We'll catch you for the next Community Night game.